Hello and welcome to another episode of Crypto Disruption. My name is Tommy. Yeah. And this is Tracy. Again.
Hopefully better.
Hopefully. We got a brand new system. So, fingers crossed that it's coming across better this time.
You guys, I'm so sorry about any of these little technical glitches. We are trying to bring you better quality, higher quality videos. So we're playing around with a few new things, and hopefully we'll get this sorted out really, really soon.
Yeah. So fingers crossed that this stream is coming across a little bit better than the last one. So it kind of sucks. And, so we'll move on from there. So I see somebody else join. So hopefully we could get a little bit of feedback and we could see how this stream's coming across. Again, brand new system. Just got everything set up today on it. So
but your experience matters to us. So
yeah. The whole reason why we got the new system was for the experience that we were putting out there. So, hopefully it's the sound's coming across okay. We're not echoing or sounding like a demon this time.
Demonic voices.
I'm gonna have to blow that old video away. It just isn't even worth it.
Hopefully this fine Saturday evening or Sunday, wherever you might be, you're having a wonderful day, night, fun time with us on a holiday weekend.
All right. So what we're going to do is we covered a couple things in the last one, but since I'm going to blow that video away and since the sound quality was suck ass, we're going to go through those again. We only broadcast for about 5 minutes before somebody said, hey, it sounds really bad.
Thank you.
Yeah, by the way, thank you for letting us know. The only way that we know what it sounds like is, for you guys to let us know. So, please continue to give us feedback and let us know if it's coming across good or bad. My hope is that was just that difference. I was trying a different streaming software because I wanted to share the screen on the new system, and I probably just didn't have all the settings set up correctly in order to do that because we wanted to stream the randomized winner.
But there you go. We are very transparent. We screw up. We're just like you guys. So There you go.
So until we get that, fixed, you got to look at our mugs. Hey, you're clear. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So where were we before? Let's start with a look at the market since we're starting this all over again.
Okie dokie. Let me try this out here. So we got a market cap running in the 326 million.
A billion.
Billion. God dang it. I didn't see that. All right. 326 billion, 768 million, 351,000, yada, yada, yada. We got a Bitcoin dominance, 38.2%. with a volume of 13,189,430,113. There we go. I made it through it.
There you go. Bitcoin sitting right now at about $7,300.
Which, as I said, seems to be holding at a very
similar
trend line.
When we look at the chart, it is, it's not dumping.
So yes, on the plus side, we're not doing a skydiving exercise. We're still kind of hanging out. I would love to see a rally coming. We had some news come out that I thought was really positive that involved Ripple and Apple. Ripple was recently added along with Bitcoin, I believe, to the stock app. So again, why is that good? Because it's a stock app. So Ripple, Bitcoin being recognized in a stock capacity.
Yeah, you're going to get more eyes on it. And, the more views on it, the more recognition, the more people that are going to come into the market. It opens up the doors.
Would you say these are kind of telltale signs of more industry adoption?
I would say so. I would say it's kind of a bit of a sign of mass adoption. It's kind of moving in that direction that the industry is recognizing it. I mean, Apple's put it on there. So at least they recognize, hey, there's enough demand because companies don't do something without demand.
Right. So we have a lot of people out there. They're wanting to keep up with the market. They want to be able to use things that are comfortable to them. So here we have Apple, which is a huge market maker, right? They're adding it into their app.
Yeah.
So that's really, really important, I think. So
yep.
What else we got going on?
All right. A couple other stories.
This one's painful.
I accidentally threw away $60 million worth of Bitcoin.
Not us, but a gentleman accidentally apparently threw away $60 million worth of Bitcoin. Matthew Mellon, banking fortune, just gentleman died, and his family is unable to locate the passcode needed to retrieve the fortune, said to have been up to worth as much as $1 billion in XRP. Losing passwords, again, yeah, that's a huge nightmare for everybody. 3 million Bitcoin, totaling nearly 25 billion lost because the retrieval codes have gone missing or the currency owners died without passing. So Mr. James Howells bringing us to who lost a hard drive with the key to more than 60 million in Bitcoin.
He had mined more than 7,500 coins over 1 week's time in 2009.
This one hurts, guys.
Yeah, that kind of hurts. I don't know.
James, I am so sorry for your loss.
There's
just no words.
Really no words there. We talked about the routers a little bit last night.
So if you guys go into Snopes, I'm not always like, oh my God, Snopes. But the cool thing about the Snopes article is it talks about the VPN filter cyber attack. But then if you scroll down, you'll see that there should be a link for Netgear and Linksys, who went ahead as the commercial routing manufacturers, posting guides for users to follow in securing their devices. So we have an issue. We have the report that came out from the Bureau that is going over the problem, and Linksys and Netgear have gone out and posted guides for you, the users, that may be using those particular routers to update and fix the issue. And
why is it important in the crypto world? Well, if you're logging in through your system and you have a router and, depending on what this malware does, I guess theoretically it's possible that it could grab your keys
on there,
or something
really
like that.
Possible that important. I mean, not just for cryptocurrency, but for other important information that you might have. We don't know. Maybe they're stealing things and then they could ransom it for cryptocurrency. So I don't know what the ultimate goal entirely was, but protect yourself if you're using a Linksys or Netgear device. They do have the links to that in the Snopes article, which you can find by looking up FBI warrants of the specific incident. So,
yeah. All right. So let's see what else is out there. One Satoshi.
Now, for those of you that maybe are not up to date on what 1 Satoshi is worth, it's the smallest measure of Bitcoin. It is worth 1/100,000,000th of a Bitcoin. And right now we know that one Bitcoin is worth about $7,300.
And 1 Satoshi is now worth over 5 of Venezuelans' bolivars.
So I'm not sure what a bolivar exactly is worth. Let's look that up really quick.
I don't know what it's worth. It's not worth much.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's not worth much. So
Venezuela, as many of you know, is struggling through a huge financial crisis. They've got a lot of things. To put it mildly, Venezuela suffers from a great deal of financial hardship, and it's not a funny thing. But I was just astounded when you look at what 1 Satoshi is worth. Just to look at that number.
Yeah. So, yeah, that one was kind of shocking. All right. Buy a house with Ripple, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. Proppy adds supports for crypto. So this one was pretty cool because,
not to shove the XRP down y'all's throat, but the cool thing about this is that Proppy now opening up the doors to this specific purchase in Silicon Valley, in the heart of Silicon Valley, will open up the door, I believe, to other cryptocurrency adoption in the future.
Yeah, I mean, the whole point of crypto is, yes, we're investors and all that, but we should be able to buy things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Awesome.
That looks like a wallet address. Yes.
All right.
Yes, we're about to do that. We're about to do that $25 giveaway.
Yeah. I was kind of in mid thought there.
My bad.
So
yeah, the Proppy thing is really cool. It was a heart of the Silicon Valley, $16 million property, 75-ish acres.
27 acres.
27 acres.
27 acres. But yeah, I mean, the whole point of crypto is eventually, you know, we want people using it. We want people doing transactions with it. So
this is not an individual that I know of. It's a large portion of property that would probably be a developing company that would be purchasing it. So the cool thing about this is it shows that people in the industry are looking to spend it because they're not going to adopt it if there isn't any use for it.
Yeah, I mean, a speculative run can only go for so long. But if the more people that adopt actually accepting cryptocurrencies, being able to spend them, being able to buy things with them.
Right. Not just pizza.
Right. Not just pizza. That spurs more growth. It spurs more investors. It spurs more interest. And that's how this entire movement's going to grow.
And I think you see a lot of XRP movement when it comes to large financial. And I'm not saying to be like, but it does move very quickly. Overall, when you look at the actual processing power, it's pretty fast.
So I found that as a really cool story. I mean, that one was came across, and it was actually really cool.
I was happy with a lot of the stories I've heard. Now I want to see the market be happy with it too.
Yeah, I would love to see the market be happy with it. All right, let's do the winner real quick, and then we're going to go into the biggest winners and losers.
Cruncher.
I'm going to do a real quick search real quick to update. All right, we got now 6 commenters, and let's start and let's go through.
Here we go. It's sorting. What do we got? Boop. Oh,
winner.
Shahan FN.
Awesome video. Send Ether to. All right,
Shahan, we've got your wallet, and we will be sending you our lucky winner, $25 worth of Ethereum.
Sending that over right now. Again, my goal was to do this and have the screen shared, but no, that's not what we want to do. There we go. All right, well, the goal was to have the screen shared, but obviously the new software isn't quite set up yet. So 1, 2, 3, and go.
So our Ethereum is now doing its cool little circular, and there's our success.
Transfer done.
So all right. Congratulations, Shahan FN. Thank you for your wonderful comments and for taking part in this. We will be hoping to do another one of these really soon. So please, please keep tuning in.
We're going to continue to do these giveaways because we do want to give back to everybody.
Yeah.
Pontiac is trying to build that bridge to buy stuff with crypto.
Yes, to buy stuff.
I mean, that is the key to all of this is to be able to turn around and buy things. You know, we want people using it.
The more we adopt it, the more that we begin to use it, the more that it's going to be worth to not only, you know, the market, but to all of us as well.
Yeah, I mean, and it's good to build stuff up. It's good to build a portfolio, and it's good to, you know, kind of invest and keep it. But at the same token, you know, you buy things with cash, you buy things with credit anyways. And so, you know, if you're going to buy something and the opportunity is there to buy it in crypto, then what I typically do is I'll just transfer that amount over into crypto, and then I'll buy it using crypto.
Right. Walk into a gas station, buy a Monster. I would love to see that ability.
Awesome.
Usability would be awesome. I want to be able to get a haircut. I want to be able to, you know, take my kids to the movies. I'd love to be able to do all that using the cryptocurrency.
And it'll get there. It'll take time. I mean, you don't have to think that far back when it was actually difficult to buy things with credit cards. Yes, you could buy large things and stuff like that, but you couldn't go to McDonald's through the drive-through or anything like that. You couldn't do things.
No,
it wasn't that long ago. And we
keep seeing that they keep advancing it. Hey, what's up?
Hey, blockchain.
So we keep seeing they advance even the credit cards. We keep running into issues of security. So yes, cryptocurrency has things that they have to work on as far as securing things and making sure that the clients feel safe. When can I walk into Shell and buy a can of dip? Yeah, I'm saying, right? So it's coming. A lot of financial areas are still dealing with this.
And yeah, so, when I can walk into Shell and buy a can of dip, I'll be a millionaire. Exactly. And it'll come.
Yeah. One of the things I liked about this whole thing, one of the things that really made me excited was the ability to spend the same thing everywhere. And I think that that's going to happen well within my lifetime.
Yeah. So I had a really good conversation today with my dad about cryptocurrency, because my dad doesn't really know anything about cryptocurrency. Mm-hmm. He knows that in their community that they live in, and they live in, I guess, would it be considered a retirement community? It
is absolutely a retirement community. And it's a really nice retirement community.
Yeah, I mean, so he knows that we're really big into crypto. But he was telling me, he said, well, one of my friends, his son got him into crypto and he made some money. And so then we started talking about it, and he was asking, well, is Bitcoin, the goal of Bitcoin to be like one currency throughout the world? And we started this really good conversation on the evolution of money.
Right.
And
which is something that we have frequently discussed, because I like anthropology. Some of you may or may not know that. So anthropologically speaking, finances have continually changed throughout history. And this, I feel, especially with how technological we are as a civilization globally, even in developing countries, they have a lot of technology one would not expect them to have. This makes so much more sense.
Yeah. And there are projects out there like Mcoin that lets you send and receive their tokens without even an internet connection. You could do it over.
Well, you see, like Walmart Shopper is doing the same thing. Like, there you go.
Let's see.
So I argue with people because they don't understand it, and they are older people. Well, grandma and dad did them on Facebook, but now they all use it. Exactly. Yeah. Buffett doesn't like it, but again, we've talked about it, and maybe you've heard us.
Buffett doesn't like it, but Buffett also told you not to invest in Amazon and not to invest in Google because they're bad ideas. They weren't going anywhere. So,
and like I said, Jeff Bezos, he's laughing all the way to the bank.
Yeah. So I would listen to Buffett on blue chips.
Absolutely. And if he knows what he's talking about, he knows.
I wouldn't listen to Buffett on anything technical.
No. And there are people that are experts in the industry. We have Wozniak, I believe it was, that came out and said, this is the next big thing, guys. And he compared it to some other very important technology. And so to sit there and listen to people like Buffett, he's a genius when it comes to a whole different aspect. So,
but he's admitted, the thing that drives me nuts about Buffett, the thing that just kind of pisses me off about him is he clearly admits, and he's admitted multiple times, I don't understand the tech field. Well, if you don't understand the tech field, then don't give investing advice on tech related stuff, because you're doing not only yourself a disservice, but you're doing the people that follow you a disservice, because they're listening to you. And so if you don't know something, don't give advice on it,
Yeah, when I tell people I can send crypto across the ocean instantly for pennies versus PayPal's multiple business day wait, 5%, they don't understand. That's a great part. Walmart, I completely, I don't understand how to explain it to people where they don't kind of glaze over. And I do really try to keep it in a very small, simplistic framework.
Yeah, I mean, we get all the time I hear crypto's not worth anything. Bitcoin's really not worth anything. It's only worth it because people invest in it. Okay. This
is a glary dollar.
This is a piece of paper that has a number 1 on it.
With special ink.
It's not backed by gold anymore.
No.
There's nothing that backs this. And the only reason why we accept that this is $1 is because our society and our government says this is worth $1.
Yeah.
And if I change it and if I get another piece that says 5, then I accept it's 5. It's the same, Bitcoin and cryptos actually have more value other than just, the price.
And that's, again, another great point. Walmart, you're full of amazing, wonderful things, just like the real Walmart.
They also don't get it. It's expensive for businesses to send money, but this is a huge tech advancement that will save trillions for big companies. Exactly.
So once they begin to be able to have the light bulbs come on and they realize where they'll be able to benefit from this, again, this is another area where adoption will begin to unfold. And I think that it's just a lot of stigma right now is surrounding it because financial markets as a whole have their own pros and cons to different areas. You've got credit cards that have different percentages that, you're charged as a business. There's different ways you can use it. Checks have their own kind of conflicts and issues. Cash is pretty easy to use, but there's also things that you have to do as a business dealing with that. So cryptocurrency is just another one of these. It's not American Express.
No.
Because it's it's probably accepted more places. But sorry.
It's a little dig on American Express there. Yeah, I mean, it's a disruptive technology. Any disruptive technology takes time.
Bingo. So the dollar is used to buy drugs, boys and girls, and it's used in a lot of illicit transactions. Lots of illegal things are purchased with cash, which is also, FYI, untraceable in certain regards. So
yeah, I mean, that goes to what Bill Gates' statement was that, Bitcoin and crypto is evil because people commit murders and buy drugs using it. And it's like,
well, and that token, a car is evil because sometimes people use them to hurt people.
Well, yeah, but I understand what he was trying to say, but at the same time, cash is what, cash is untraceable in the sense that if I have a bunch of cash in my hand and I hand it off to somebody else for a dime bag of whatever,
right.
They can't trace
that
transaction.
Or I get a hitman or, whatever it is that I'm doing. If I'm doing something illicit, I'm doing it illicitly. So I'm not sitting here trying to do things on the up and up. Yeah, I love cash too. And I agree with you. It is a black market in itself. And it does continue the black market, many black markets. So to say like, oh, the evil underground Silk Road of the dark web is where this all came from and it's all bad and it's never going to be anything realistically adoptable. That's not true.
Yeah, it's farthest thing from the truth. So, it kind of shows two things to me when I hear them say that. One, it tells me that in reality, this scares a lot of people. Absolutely. And I don't mean scares them as in they're scared of what I mean is large institutions or people, those ultra 1%ers are actually scared of crypto and the crypto movement.
Now, and that's wonderful to point out because, yes, maybe they see that this will actually unbalance their seat at the top. Mm-hmm. And I hope that's the case because there needs to be a shakeup, in my opinion. I don't disapprove of what they have and what they've built, especially when they work their ass off to have it. They deserve it, but other people deserve to have it too.
Yeah. Walmart shopper said people are scared of what they don't know.
That's absolutely true. On every front in every kind of industry.
They're scared because they don't know it, but the larger people, the people like Bill Gates and Buffett and all them, it's a threat to them in the sense of what they've always done, the way some of their businesses are it would be in conflict with them. The Winklevoss twins were talking about how some VC firms look at it as, it's in direct competition with other businesses that they're invested in and have been growing for the last decade or so. And now this is going to come along and just, wipe a lot of that out in the sense that it's going to open up all these doors. It's the same thing as when the internet opened up and started to come out. You had all the people saying the internet will never last.
Okay. I definitely agree with you that a lot of people have a herd mentality. Stock market 2.0. The thing is, I think on another token though, that people that are up there, they have spent a lifetime, generations even, understanding the way things work, the ins and outs, and comprehension of how they can use this market. And now it's shifting into something they don't and can't understand. It is not business as usual. And that is scary for people up there. This is what they built their life on.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's definitely a threat. So, hey, any projects we want to talk about? Let's look real quick at some of the biggest gainers and losers. So some of the largest gainers today.
This is a new one for me. Docademic.
I'm not familiar with that one. It does have some pretty good volume. I mean, there's 6 million in volume on that one. It's up 66%.
At a value of 0.24596.
Yeah.
At 66% gain in the last 24 hours. Symbol is MTC, and that's Docademic.
Yeah, I might have to check them out just to see, because they do have some volume going on there. You know, a lot of times when I see a big pop and I don't see a lot of volume, then I think of it as manipulation. But when I see
decent volume, yeah,
I see a decent volume, I'm gonna have to just kind of click into that real quick.
Let's carefully. BAB or Pundi.
You were looking at BAB, right?
BAB. I did take a peek at Pundi. I cannot speak intelligently to Pundi right now because I'm no.
All right, so real quick, this Docademic. Total circulating supply is 270 million. This chart looks really nice.
Healthy, attractive. What happened recently? Because it looks like there might have been an adoption going on.
Yeah,
here.
Let me look and see. They're on HitBTC,
IDEX.
I don't know, but this chart, I'm looking at this. This chart is a really nice from a TA stance. This has a really nice growth. I'm going to have to look into I'm going to write this.
So expect us to be speaking again about Docademic.
I'm going to check into. I don't like the website.
Okay, it's not the worst. Again, I'm going to do my 1 to 10 website grading scale, and this time I'm absolutely sure I'm looking at Docademic's site. So I'm going to give this one a 2. No, I'm going to give this a 3.5 because if I can give the other one a 3, this is definitely 3.5. Maybe even a 4 because it talks about the partners. So they're up there. Their buyer's journey is obviously identified. Patients, doctors. That's who they're looking to deal with. The imagery also follows that same sort of thing. So they're obviously looking to maybe blockchain technology documents for the medical field. I'm not sure about that, but I'm going to look into that further for you guys.
I saw that site. It's like, okay.
It was a little scary. You remember back in the day when mom had those like weird retro 60s furniture pieces? Kind of like that.
All right. Let's see if anything else jumps out.
Morpheus is one that I've definitely looked at before.
Morpheus Network, they're up 32%.
Easy Token, definitely one that I've seen before.
Easy Token's up 18%. There's not any volume there, though. So a lot of these, there's not a lot there. All right. Let's see. Any biggest losers?
You are the biggest loser.
B2BX.
34.77 drop.
Pure dropped
31.85.
Hollywood Coin. And there's a funny story around Hollywood Coin. I can't tell it to you because it was told to me by somebody that I know.
Why did you do that?
I don't know. It's just kind of funny to see them as a big loser on that.
Jayo.
They don't have a whole lot of volume on it either. Bloom's down about 18%.
It looks like it's wilting a little.
Yeah, so Bloom's got some volume on it on the downward. Let's see what else is on here. A lot of these just don't have volume on them. So I don't know. I'm not seeing anything really popping out on me.
The one that I'm most interested up there was in the gainers, and I'm gonna definitely look into that one further.
Let's see. Data sharing.
Are you referencing the one that we've been looking at, or is that just a question?
Yeah, I don't know what you mean by data sharing.
The documentation, maybe. They did look like a documentation.
Oh, is that maybe for
I think
for that doc chain or Docademic?
Hooray! Yes, you did. Congratulations.
Yes, you did. I'm interested to know what animal you have in that blue cage.
Okay, so that blue cage is actually a 75-gallon freshwater fish tank. It holds some opaline gourami, some lemon tetras, 2 Siamese algae eaters, and some corridor cats. I love fish a little bit.
She's going to make her own YouTube channel for fish.
I should. No. If I put a piranha in it, they will eat my other fish. Maybe I'll get a piranha tank. I'll get a piranha tank and I will call it, I don't know. What would I call that? That could be my Bitcoin cruncher.
I bet they really only see it as a blue because the last few videos we've done have been in the evening. And so that's their nighttime light.
Yeah. So we'll have to put it on.
Yeah. So we'll have it on next time so you can actually see. It's a really nice tank. She's got live.
Yeah, I didn't like the fake plants, so I was like determined to do the fresh water with all live plants, and I managed to so far do a really good ecosystem. So yeah, this is not a fish channel. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll move away from the fish.
I will go on and on and on. So you do not want that, but if you do,
yeah,
just kidding. Yeah.
Let's see.
A blue hen would be cool.
A blue hen. It's a blue hen.
It's a blue hen.
All right. Let's see. Anything else to cover? Let's take a real quick look at. I mean, we covered the market, but we didn't really cover any of the ones in the top 10 just to see where they're at right now.
It's a big board.
Bitcoin just. I mean, it's kind of stagnant, which I guess is better than the other way. Ethereum, unfortunately, back under $600. It's at $583.
Unfortunate for Ethereum right now, but fortunate for you.
Yeah, fortunate for you if you're looking to pick some up because you can get it pretty cheap right now. Ripple is at 60 cents. Bitcoin Cash back under 1,000 at $9.88. EOS $12.23. Litecoin $117. Stellar back down to 28 cents.
Neo is at a great purchasing price of $51 right now.
Ooh. And Cardano is back under 20 cents at 19 cents. Tron's been hovering around that 7%. We talked about it a little bit yesterday. You know, if their mainnet, if they'll be able to, you know, kind of buck the trend. I think this, as long as the market stays like this is probably what we're going to see from Tron. They might not go up a whole lot, but I don't think they're going to fall back. You know,
no, Tron's really been holding their own and actually carving their own way. And if you look at the chart, you can definitely, what's going on? What's up, right? How you doing?
Mainnet, will it dump or grow with the launch? My personal opinion is when mainnet comes out, you're going to have a pullback after that. It's buy on rumor, sell on news. I could be wrong on it, but I think, and especially if the market is in the condition that it's in right now.
Okay, we got a
multi-million-dollar question or $1 million question.
One, but it could be multi. I mean, maybe give it to me.
Or was that the $1 million question? I think mainnet. I think it's going to dump afterwards, and then I think it'll probably rally up after that.
Okay.
No, that was the question. Okay.
I know.
I'm a leader, not alert. It is on your shirt.
Yes.
Unless
it's a dark place, then screw it. You're going first. Yeah.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Satisfy. Yes, I'm a leader, not a follower. It is on your shirt. Yeah. Unless it's in dark places. And then.
Yeah. Then he's sending me in, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. All right. Let's see what else is going on. Monero is at, let's see, $162. Dash is at $318. And that's pretty. VeChain, $3.48. Ethereum Classic at $15.20. So other than an occasional troll.
You got to have the trolls. You don't feed them after midnight. If you feed them after midnight, they multiply.
Yeah. Satisfying and yes.
Okay. So again, we were talking about the whole mainnet thing, and I definitely think that the most important thing is how it actually moves the information, and if there's major improvement, and that's going to really be the indicator on how things react to it overall.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think Tron will hold its own. I think after mainnet goes out, it's probably going to dump back a little bit. No. Well,
okie dokie. That's cool beans, but that's not true. So
I don't know what you're trying to expose there. So, okay.
It's okay. What About Bob? It's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, I find it fitting, but that's okay. We don't use bots. We're not. No. Yeah.
So, all right. I don't know. Anything else going on tonight?
Not a whole lot.
All right, guys.
We do have some really cool interviews lined up. We're really excited to bring those to you guys. I would really, really like it if you guys have any burning questions that you'd like to ask people that are developing technology or that run an exchange. What do you want to know from them? If you could put that in the comments, I will be sure to add them to my general list of questions. And we'll definitely try to get those in there so that while you're watching our interviews, you'll be able to get that.
All right. That's all I got. Saturday night. Sorry about the audio issues we had with the first video.
We're going to sort that out.
Blew that one away.
And get everything set up.
We're going to continue to build the system out.
Ask the SEC when they will get their act together.
SEC.
I think we actually were looking at some information in regards to the SEC. Weren't we looking at a story about that earlier?
No, the only thing I remember about the SEC is that they put out the fake ICO.
No, yeah. Well, there was an I thought there was something up there. But
yeah, okay. I don't know. All right, well, we'll let you guys go. Congratulations to our winner.
Yes, we hope to be doing a lot more of these. Bitcoin
manipulation. Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah,
we definitely want to see some of the structure be put into place to stop some of this major manipulation in the market, so that we can all actually be able to see things as they are and make intelligible decisions, which is what we try to help you guys do. But since we're not financial advisors, these are just our opinions.
Yeah. Everyone, you try to go say something and lean towards the screen.
Hear more with you guys back.
All right, everybody. Have a good evening and trade responsibly.